First of all, congratulations on the film. I saw it as part of the Toronto Film Festival. I really enjoyed it. So thank you for talking to me. It's really good to talk to you about the film. Obviously, there's a lot of ideas floating around in the film about memory, how we form memories, what they mean to us. And I picked up quite strongly, as I think many people have, particularly on certain strands, like the allegories with social media in particular. The image that really stays in my head is Aris flipping through a photo album of photos that he's been directed to take, with this just complete deadpan look on his face. There's no, it's like there's no real emotional attachment to that. And I want to connect that to the setting the film in kind of an analog world. There's no internet, there's no smartphones, anything like that. Was part of the reason for that do you feel like technological progress adds a bit of a sheen to this whole thing, where we've never been connected to more people, but maybe those connections have never meant as little as they sometimes do in these spaces? I was wondering if that was maybe part of the reason for the lack of digital technology in the film, basically.
Yes, for sure. In general, I think that the digital technology has affected a lot our memory, because I don't know how old are you, but for example, I'm 36, and I remember that when I was very young,
Yeah.
I remember by heart around 50 phone numbers.
Yeah.
Right now, I remember one or two, and we know how to go everywhere without a map or something like that. And right now we're using all the time Google Maps. So in a way, I feel that our memory, even when you want to remember a name, you are not doing this. You are taking in IMDb. What is the name of this actor? What is the name of? So we are not practicing so much our memory anymore with the use of the technology. And in that way, I feel that we are losing a little bit of our ability of remembering things. And then the reason why we used it, it's also because we try to use elements that are almost forgotten, like Polaroid cameras or old TV, old radios, or old items that are not used anymore. And as we were trying to give a nostalgic approach, and I also feel that for me, it's stronger to make a comment about technology when you are not showing technology at all, than to just show all the people, and Ari is the main character, for example, walking on the street with his cell phone all the time, and checking his cell phone in order to make a comment about how we use technology. And then, from the other hand, it's for sure also a comment about social media, as you mentioned before. Because I feel that what is scary for me is that how we experience life right now, as we care more about the photo than to live the moment. And our main character is imitating things that he listens on a tape recorder, and then he takes a selfie with a Polaroid camera, and he uploads the photo on a normal photo album. When people upload their selfies with a Polaroid filter in a digital photo album in their social media account. So, yes, we wanted to make comment about how our society has changed with the extensive use of technology and social media.
One thing I also wanted to ask was, now obviously the mechanism in the film really for how people end up losing their memory is effectively this pandemic, right? And it's kind of an accident of timing, really, right? Because obviously with the on the time scale that you've conceived of the film and then shot it, the current situation wasn't really something that could have been predicted. What I was wondering is the fact that the film has basically come out during that entire period. Do you worry at all any of the things that you intended with the film being lost in that sort of backdrop, or do you lean more on the side of maybe appreciating the extra relatability that it could give some viewers to the film, or a bit of both even.
Yes, I feel that it's actually both, because from one hand, for sure, the viewers could resonate easier, as this doesn't sound like a science fiction, but sounds something that they have lived very recently, and actually they are still living, and they can resonate